Welcome to Session 1 of our Medical Transportation Training Series. This session focuses on SourcePoint's in-home care services program. Topics include an overview of the program, our program recipients, the types of services offered to clients, how we coordinate the various services, and our in-home care services volunteers, their roles, our expectations, and tips for success. In-home care services is a program of SourcePoint consisting of in-home and community-based care services designed to help our older citizens remain living at home with independence and dignity. Our program is user-friendly and client-driven, meaning that services are provided which meet the specific needs of each client. Through our one-stop shopping program, older adults will have, as needed, access to information, assistance, care management, and services provided by our care consultants who are professionally licensed counselors and social workers. Case management includes assessments of need, pre-authorization of services, care plan development, monitoring of quality and satisfaction, and allocation of and payment for services. Care plans are designed to achieve and maintain maximum levels of health and independence. Assistance may be short-term, such as having a hip replacement and needing temporary assistance with meals and homemaking tasks, or long-term for whatever duration is appropriate for the client. In-home care recipients must meet age and residence requirements and both need and want services. SourcePoint services cannot be imposed on anyone. As an example, volunteers might encounter a client who receives help with chores or transportation but does not want help with homemaking. Although we do not provide services to those who reside in institutional settings, including assisted living and group homes, we do provide services to clients who reside with caregivers. SourcePoint provides support to the caregiver, which enables them to continue in this very important role. Most services are provided within the client's home. However, services such as adult daycare are provided at approved adult daycare centers. Paid medical transportation services are also offered, as well as some respite care. SourcePoint's enrolled clients receive a plethora of services from SourcePoint staff, contracted providers, partner agencies, and volunteers, like you. Each client is provided with a personal care consultant, free of charge, who acts as the client's advocate during the entire time they receive assistance from SourcePoint. Each care consultant has a caseload of around 100 clients whom she visits in their home at least once per year and checks in with regularly by phone or email. The care consultant develops a plan for the care of each client and is in regular contact with more than 30 providers of in-home and community-based care who are under contract with SourcePoint. SourcePoint has established rigorous standards and processes which service providers must fulfill to be considered for approval as an in-home care services provider. Potential providers must apply and are evaluated on-site to ensure that they meet these rigorous standards. Once it is determined that they have established policies and employ qualified individuals to serve through the in-home care services program, they are monitored for continued compliance on a regular basis. Because of our rigorous standards, our volunteers must also go through background checks and screening before providing services to our clients. Eligibility for in-home care services is based on need, not. SourcePoint serves clients with a broad economic range. Clients with limited income and assets qualify for services at a reduced cost or no cost at all through our Senior Services Levy funds. It is also important to understand that SourcePoint does not consider the size of a client's home as an indicator of their need or lack of need for our assistance. And access to a care consultant to coordinate services is a great benefit to all SourcePoint clients, regardless of their income. The client's portion of fees is based upon their own and their spouse's income and assets. If a client resides with a caregiver who is not their spouse, only the client's income and assets are used to determine their share of the costs. At the request of our care consultants, volunteers are asked to provide their SourcePoint clients with several important services that help maintain independence. Home helper chores is a service that could include window washing, hanging shelves, yard cleanup, flower bed work, gardening, assisting with homemaking tasks such as cleaning out a closet, and more as deemed appropriate by the care consultant and according to policies. Medical transportation includes transporting a client to and from medical appointments, as well as to social service agency within Delaware County and surrounding counties. Volunteers typically walk into the building with the client and sit in the waiting room. Then the volunteer returns the client to their home and ensures that they enter the home safely. This is known as door-through-door service. Ensure delivery volunteers deliver nutritional supplements and incontinence products to clients. These volunteers may also be asked to retrieve items from the client and return them to SourcePoint. Keep in mind that the service you are being asked to provide has been identified by the care consultant as a necessary part of the client's care plan. In some instances, the need may not be obvious and it may not be possible for us to reveal the details because of HIPAA guidelines. Be assured the care consultant has explored all options for services and deemed the volunteer program to be the best fit for the client's situation. The volunteer is an extra set of eyes and ears who can provide up-to-date feedback on the client's changing needs. SourcePoint expects clients to restrain or contain their pets, not including service animals, while a service is being provided. If the pet continues to be loose after a request is made to contain the animal, the volunteer has the option to deny service and leave. Volunteers are not expected to interact with the client's pet. Only medical transportation volunteers should drive clients and only to assigned locations. If a client has an additional transport need, refer them back to their care consultant. Social time outside of the volunteer's assignment is not part of the volunteer's expected role. Do not take clients out to eat during your assignment. Do not spend time with them outside of your assigned tasks. Do not give clients money or buy things for them while completing tasks for them. Likewise, do not accept money from clients. If a client wishes to donate money for tasks you have completed, please direct them to send a donation to SourcePoint or provide them with a donation envelope. Please maintain confidentiality by not discussing clients or their situations with anyone other than the volunteer program specialist, client services supervisor, or their care consultant. We want our volunteers to be successful and have a good experience while serving older adults. Have fun with the clients. They have the best stories to tell you. That said, remember that the client is going to a medical appointment and might be apprehensive. Be ready to respond appropriately to their mood. Be sure to notify the volunteer supervisor when assigned tasks cannot be completed and reach out with any questions you have about clients and/or procedures. Remember, when in doubt, ask. If something feels off or you have concerns about a client, talk to your volunteer supervisor. Lastly, please submit your completed timesheet within a timely manner of tasks or transports being completed. Thank you for serving our clients so they can continue to live independently. Please know that your volunteer service is valued and greatly appreciated by SourcePoint staff and clients we serve. That's it for In-Home Care Services Overview. Thanks for watching.